Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yetunde. I run an online fashion school ready to wear brand in Lagos, Nigeria, and also make unisex attires for anybody. So you can reach us on the Instagram page for more things about our service. So today what I want to talk about, thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe, drop your like, comment, give us a thumbs up, let's know what we're doing right, and let's know how we can improve. So I just want to talk about male attire. Yeah, I'm doing more of female classes, but because I also do male clothing, I will also be dropping some videos about how to make male attire. So today I just want to talk about how to make the neckline. I've seen some necklines that it will be gaping down here, it will not stay tight, or it will not stay fitted. The neckline for a male is different from how a female neckline should look. Some I see they are too tight, some are too loose. So I just want to talk about how to make how to draft, how to cut just the neckline for today. So the only thing I will do now if I go to my pattern table is to talk about the measurement. Now we know there's neck width and there's neck depth. The neck depth is what will measure. The width we can get it from our back measurements. So hopefully you know how to measure and other things. But if you also need more tutelage for male class, you can join our online classes for more our paid online class for learning how to make male attire. So right onto it, how to draft an accurate neckline for a male attire, the native top, be it the embroidery, or you want to put a placket or a collar like they call it, or you want to put a zipper line. It's the same neckline that you should know how to measure. Yeah, for embroidery, you will just give them the neckline without cutting it. The embroidery people would remove the neckline by themselves. So if you're going to put embroidery around the neckline and down like this, you will just like your abada now, or even the inner one. People don't really do embroidery for the inner, but if you want to do it, you just cut the bodies without removing the neckline and you give it to the embroidery people. So but for once that you put it back aside, or you put a placket here, you're going to measure. So like I said, it's just the neck depth I want to measure. So if you're confused, just take the measurement from here, measure the person from neck, just from the whole of the neck here, hope you can see, just from the whole of the neck, just and down to this place, just this bone. There's this bone here, so just from the side to this down to on a straight line. So I just go like this. If I want to make something like that for myself, so this is the middle, just trace it to the side from the height of the neck. See? So for me, let me see what I have. I have a 5.25. See, from here, just where the neck started from, it stays right on the neck. From there right to where this is. So I just pick it. So 5.25. I can use the 5 and so that's what you measure. Then let's get to the drafting. The drafting paper, we are just talking about how we can measure, how we can draft a neckline for your male attire. So again, I repeat it, if you're drafting, if it's an embroidery, you just leave your neckline like the one in front here. You don't need to remove anything from it. Yeah, just leave this place like this. You also leave the back like that. You don't cut anything. Then join this place back and give it to embroidery. But if you're cutting, don't forget I drafted 5.25. So for 5.25, obviously you know that for your male you'll be having your double back. That's the back longer than the front. If you need more classes or male class, please join our paid online class. So but this is a 2-inch for making the back come to the front. For male attire, the back is on the shoulder line is not how the female clothes is. The shoulder line comes forward. Yeah. So this is my 5.25. Once you have whatever you have here, just remove 0.5 inch and then take the rest for your neckline. So I have 2 inches here. If I leave 0.5 out of the 2 inches, that's 1.5. So that means 1.5 I've used it for the neckline for the back bodies. So that's 1.5 leaving my 5.25. Let's say it's 5.5. So 1.5 minus 5.5 is giving me a 4. Yeah, but it's without my 0.25, that's 3.75. So that means for the front I'm just left with 3.75. So on the front bodies I just draft that 3.75. Don't bother about allowances. We will get that when you face your dress. So again, my neckline is a 5.25. I'm going to be starting it from the back. I'm starting it from the back. 1.5 for the back. I leave out ½ inch. Then I jump from that 1.5 and I draft. So my 1.5, I come to my front bodies to make my 5.25. That's just basically how you can do the front bodies. So this is about the neck width, you just do your back bodies. This person's back is a 10, and you divide it into 8. A 10 into 4. Okay, the back of the person is a 20. A 20 into 4 gives us a 5. 5 into 2 gives us a 2.5. So once again, for the neck width, you just do your back of the person. That's the measurement of the back from here to here, divided by 8. So that's a 2.5. So I have 2.5 at the back, and I have a 2.5 in front. So I mark that. The next thing is to determine the neckline, to draft it. So once you have this, it's not like the female neckline, so you have to be careful. Just from this your point, draft 1 inch out. Draft 1 inch out. Then from there, you now take your curve. So my curve is going to be from here all the way to that 1 inch. Then I start to build it out. Just connect the comments so I can see what I'm doing. I start to build it out from that 1 inch. So it's not always as curvy as the female neck. It's always more curvier because the guy's neck is very their neckline is very big. It's bolder than the female neckline. So the neckline will be something like this. So if you cut this now and this, and then the rest is just continue to dress. So like I said, it's just cutting the neckline. Once you have this, so always just measure. If you don't measure, you can actually even take the person's native and measure the neckline from the back to the front. Most guys are always between in totality, like if you use 1.5 from the back, most guys are always between 4 to 5. You see, this is a 4 because I'm a female. This will also size a slim guy, like someone of a small size, but someone of a medium size for a guy or a lad, you'll be using 4.5 or 5, and then for the daddies, they might be using like 5.5 or 6, dependent on how fat the person is. So for the slim, anybody between ages 15 to 20s to 30s that is slim would use a 4. Someone of the medium size, like every chubby guy, would use a 4.5 or 5, depending on what you measure on the neckline. That's because we've used 1.5 at the back, and then we can use them for your front. So we do that, and then we can cut it. Okay, we have the neckline. I also, you need to do your shoulder slants. I didn't do shoulder slants for the back, but I did it for the front. So my shoulder slants, and I draw it. There are techniques to all these things, how to get the double back and all that. There's a lot more to the male class, which is different from what we do in the female class. So I'm going to cut my shoulder slants, which is the same. I've cut the shoulder slants for the back. Then we are going to fold it over to be sure that our neckline is accurate. So this is how the bodies will definitely look. And then looking at the neckline, you can see that it's giving us a round form. By the time we have it in the full form, you have the round neckline showing like that. So I think that's how you can cut the neckline for a male attire. I hope you've learned something. Drop your comments and your like, subscribe to the channel, and bye for now. Thank you for watching.